And then there's Future Man, who's strong and kind, just like you. And the same way that Future Man saved his friends by fighting Trigon, you can save Janet and me by fighting Rita.
Oh, yeah!
But you'll have to beat them all. Because if you don't, all the women are going to have to do what Rita tells them.
And she's rotten. Don't worry, Kath. I'll get her for tearing me comic and being mean to me friends.
Good. We'll do it now, all right? Out on exercise.
G'day, Mrs. M. How's Trix?
Oh, Mrs. Reynolds wants to see you, Jones.
What, now?
Oh, yeah, Mrs. M, I've got to go and exercise.
No, you
Bam.
have to see the governor first. Come on.
Oh, geez, Kath.
Oh, it's all right. You won't be long.
What are we going to do?
Just hold things up until Merle can get there.
If Connors thinks we're trying to pull a Swiftie, she and that other walking skyscraper are going to spread us all over the veggie patch.
All right, get as many of our girls together as you can find. I'll wait for you in the rec room. We'll all go out there together.
I can't promise any miracles, but I can promise I'll do everything possible to make it a special day for you.
Thanks, Mrs. Reynolds. That's terrific. And thanks for believing me about the drug business, too. Steve said you're doing everything you can to help.
Well, I haven't given up hope. Neither should you. At least the department's all for you being transferred to a lower security prison. You'll have much more lenient visiting rights with Steve. Well, I better get going. How's the arm?
Oh, Mrs. Reynolds, there's really nothing wrong with it. Do I have to stay here?
I think we'll take Sister Hall's advice. You studying?
No, that's just a hobby of mine. I collect recipes.
Oh, so that's how you get on so well with Mr. Pringle. Keep well.
Why didn't you just tell her it's your diary?
Oh, well, there's a few things about the officers in here I didn't think she'd appreciate.
Yeah, like what?
Oh, like the time we were nearly caught with the whiskey balls, for one.
You put that in your diary?
Yes?
What about the coke drop? Did you put that in there as well?
Oh, my God. What have I done?
Maybe they ain't going to show. Speak of the devil.
Where's Jones?
Governor's office. She'll be out soon.
She better be, or it'll be you and me behind that shed kid killer. Unless any of you lot would rather stand in for it. What do you say, Vicky? You game? Well, what about you, Deb?
You heard what Kat said. She'll be here.
You hope.
I'm not even going to ask the bucket rattler.
You've got 10 minutes.
She's still on the phone.
For heaven's sakes, Jones.
Not fair. I ought to be outside.
The freak. That must have been why she was in my cell yesterday. I knew she was up to something.
Yeah, that'd be about her style. Rotten bitch.
Oh, Julie, I am sorry. I just can't believe how stupid I've been.
Neither can I, Nance. I'd be out of prison now if it wasn't for that book. I'm sorry. That's unfair. I know you didn't mean any of this to happen. Right, so it was Ferguson. What are we going to do about it?
Well, one thing we can't do is let Rita know. She wouldn't hesitate in sending the bikie gang after her.
All right. Well, she's not going to get away with it.
No, she's not. Don't worry. I'm going to make damn sure she gets what's coming to her.
Bloody hell, come on. What do we do? No sign of the tank anywhere.
What, do we jump on or what? Look, I think you better call this off to another time. She's going to kill you.
Your time's up, Maxwell.
Well, Jones isn't here yet.
That makes it you and me.
But the deal was
You got the
between
guts to fight me or not?
Yes. You're damned right I have.
Lurch, you and Williams keep knit. The rest of you keep the screws occupied. And you come with me.
This is the most wonderful palace with rooms for everything. There are rooms just for clothes with rows and rows and rows of beautiful dresses in pinks and creams and gold. And there's a room where all the food's kept, with legs of turkey and pork and beef.
Yeah, well, I could go a pork sandwich right now.
Shh. And there are huge playrooms with all sorts of wonderful toys and things to climb.
Yeah, like the wolves, eh?
Oh, but best of all the playmates, with all sorts of lovely friends to talk to and games to make up.
I might have known you'd be too scared to take on Moo.
I'll take her on later if that's what you're worried about. It's you I want because of what you did to Julie. Fight with Looney wasn't my idea.
You've been on at me ever since I walked through those gates. Why?
You broke the rules.
Your rules, not mine.
They're rules we all have to live by. I'm top dog. I have to enforce them.
Regardless of whether people are guilty or not.
You step out of line, you get hit. Simple.
Not so.
Listen, lady, do you want to talk or fight? Just pretend I'm that kid of yours. You should romp it in. You have to do better than that. Had enough? Or do you want to go on playing this game?
And the princess told all the children that they could continue their game of Ring-a-Ring-a-Rosie until they were too tired to dance anymore.
Look, if you're going to tell the kid a story, at least make it a decent one.
Shush, Lexi, you'll spoil it. Now the palace was such a happy place. Oh, with all sorts of laughter and dancing and music. And all in the palace were thankful that the princess stood up to that horrible dragon and shooed it away.
You just won't learn, will you? I really don't have the time to waste.
Next time, make sure you won't get up again. Got it? I never make the same mistake twice. Yeah, well, for your sake, I hope not. But I ain't done nothing. Can I go?
After we've had a chat, Mo.
Why?
Because I don't want you getting into trouble in H Block.
Not a troublemaker.
You do have a reputation for fighting.
Not my fault. I never started no fights, Mrs. Reynolds.
Yes, but you do finish them, don't you?
Yeah, but I can't help it. They get me real mad, calling me names and trying to trip me up. You get pretty sick of that, you know.
Yes, I know it's hard. Now I want you to try and ignore anyone who tries to upset you. Do you understand?
Yes, Mrs. Reynolds.
Have you had any trouble since you've been moved down?
Oh, no, I've got a real nice cellmate now.
Well, I'm pleased you've made a friend so quickly.
Yeah, can I go now?
Yes, I'm sorry. I've cut your outside rec very short.
Told Kath I'd spend it with her.
Would you bring Maxwell in as soon as
Yes,
you've taken
Susan.
Jones out?
Is Kath in trouble?
No, of course not. And remember, no trouble from you either.
Yeah, Tom, Mrs. Reynolds, right?
Hold on, Jones. You're not going outside.
But I gotta.
There's only 5 minutes to go. You can spend that time in the rec room.
But I gotta see Kath.
I am sorry, Mel. Now come along. You can go to your dorm or the rec room.
Damn blast.
Without the adjectives, please.
Weren't saying them at you, Mrs. M, honest. I'm no troublemaker.
There. That should do it.
Do you think it'll work?
Of course it will. Wouldn't you report this sort of information if it meant promotion?
I've never been that ambitious.
Me neither, but Miss Ferguson certainly will, and she'll be seeing herself as governor as soon as she reads this.
Oh, I wish I could be there and see it all blow up in her face.
Oh, me too. But you can bet your boots we'll all suffer from the fallout.
Who cares? She's grumpy at the drop of a hat anyway. At least the girls can enjoy knowing the reason why for a change.
Well, that's true.
How soon do you think it'll be before she snoops?
Well, I'd say that she's been reading it daily, so on that basis, we'll be seeing a particularly nasty lady very soon.